love this. I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm at speed dating for wellness. I think it's cool. All right, so the legend goes, when an apple falls down on your head, it's just gravity, Sir Isaac said. We know that Isaac Newton came up with the theory of gravitation, and that he also came up with 3 laws of motion. That information has been so critical to the study of physics in our country that it's been an integral part of the education system for over 300 years. What I find is interesting is that this has also evolved into something called the Newtonian paradigm. But yet, the Newtonian paradigm has to do with the mechanical and predictive view of the world and the universe and even the human body. It's about everything. So what I find interesting is that despite this predictive view, Isaac Newton was also known to have said, "What we know is a drop. What we don't know is an ocean." Basically, he's telling us we don't know much at all. I think Lucas would call that consciously incompetent. Along came Albert Einstein. E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times the square of the speed of light. What's that about? Energy and matter are simply different forms of the same thing. What does this mean? Well, given the right conditions, energy can become mass, mass can become energy, vibration is energy, and energy is vibration. Everything has a vibration, and everything has a specific frequency signature, kind of like a fingerprint. Taking that a step further, vibration medicine is energy medicine, and energy medicine is a form of complementary medicine. So what do we do with this? Think about an EKG. We take the electrical energy frequency messages from our body and we record them. We put together a picture. So even though there were a lot of advancements, there were some problems. Political suppression was an issue. There was a lot of political influence, and it kind of put the kibosh on a lot of the development. But since the dawn of the computer age, there's been a whole lot of advancements. And what that's done is it's allowed frequency medicine to greatly increase its scope and its application. Add to that a culture shift. We're all here, we're all part of it tonight. People are taking a more proactive stance about their wellness, and with the internet, we're all asking a whole hell of a lot more questions, aren't we? So with that, frequency medicine has become a valid modality in the world of complementary and alternative medicine. You might not know that in 1991, the United States actually founded an organization called the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health. And their statistics state that in 2007, approximately 40% of Americans used complementary and alternative medicine. We're now 10 plus years beyond that. I bet that number is a whole lot higher. Okay, so frequency medicine identifies and measures the frequency signatures at a cellular level. There's a whole lot going on right now with cellular level. It can look at body systems, organs, biological invaders like bacteria and viruses and mold, and critters. And it can even look at emotions. And what we do then with that is we take that information, those frequency signatures, and we compare it with a known standard frequency. And then the next step is that we can actually introduce a healthier frequency to the body to encourage that body to take on that frequency. And if you've ever been involved with some string instruments, you might notice that sometimes one string instrument will start to vibrate and the next one next to it will start to vibrate even though they're not touching. So that's kind of what happens with the frequency medicine application. In the progression of disease, there are 5 basic steps. We have inflammation, deposition, impregnation, degeneration, and then de-differentiation. So the more differentiated a cell is, the more specialized it is, the less likely it is to get in trouble. Frequency medicine is non-invasive, comprehensive, and it has the potential to identify imbalances early. Early detection helps us with facilitate an earlier, faster, and less complicated pathway to health. So if you want to know the truth about your body, keep this in mind. An English writer and philosopher named Aldous Huxley said there are things known and things unknown, and between are the doors of perception. What's your perception of frequency medicine?